And speaking of music, while we're on that subject, care to share your favorite genre at this point?
Hip hop and R&B.
And any favorite artists you want to mention?
Kizzie.
Who is off camera to the side of you during this interview. Now, what's that relationship between you two at this point?
That's my husband.
And are you being sarcastic here or literally speaking?
Literally speaking, that's my husband.
And is that a ring on your wedding finger you're sporting during this interview?
Maybe. Maybe.
Now, do you recall how you two met for the very first time?
Actually, it was during content. I always told myself I probably would never want to date another content creator since I know how it is and I know how male content creators are. But when me and him did our first video, I felt the connection instantly.
And who initiated that content?
It was him.
Now, prior to this relationship, had you been in relationships with other content creators?
No.
But that was something you told yourself,
Yeah.
that wouldn't interest you. And why not? What was the mentality back then?
It's just knowing how they are. I've been around so many content creators, especially male content creators. I don't want to go into detail, but yeah, it just wasn't for me.
Okay, now you felt a connection there, but who initiated the relationship further?
I feel like it was both of us. It just kind of happened at the same time.
So did anyone shoot their shot, so to speak, at either, or?
We actually told each other that we was going to become like just friends, and we kept it on just a friendly level, but you know, things happen, unexpected.
Now, can you describe the first date between you two? If you recall that. The very first date with Kizzie.
I hope you don't be mad, because I don't remember.
What about who said, "I love you" first? Do you recall the chronological history there?
He said I love you first, but I thought of it first. I was just too scared to say it.
And do you remember how he said it to you? Or where he said it to you?
I believe it was on the phone. I always wanted to tell him, but I was just too scared. I don't want to be the first one to do it.
Now, for you, why go public about this relationship? There are some content creators that keep their relationships private.
We both don't really have anything to hide. I feel like, you know, we are going to eventually become that star couple together. I want to bring him with me on my journey.
Now, you have a YouTube channel. Has there been a thought on a couples channel by any chance?
Yes, coming soon.
And do you want to share the channel handle to that by any chance?
We haven't made it yet.
All right. And tattoos. Do you have any tattoos?
Yes. I have one on my arm, one on my neck, and one on my back.
And are any of them in reference to him?
No. I got these before I even met him.
And how long would you say you've been married for at this point?
I want to say about a year.
And zooming out, how long would you say the relationship's been?
About a year.
Okay, well, Kizzie, you are on the side during this interview off camera. Do you want to fact check, rebuttal any of these items she just mentioned about you? The first date, the first time "I love you" was spoken.
The first date, if I were to be honest, I agree with her. I don't really remember. It's just because we have so much fun. So it's kind of like when you have so much fun, you don't really, it's people out there that do remember, you know, having the first date, first kiss, first time saying I love you. I definitely remember the first time saying I love you to her. I was the one that was saying that to her because it was by accident. I ain't gonna lie. It was on the phone and I was about to hang up and then I was like, all right, love you. All right, bye. And then she was like, "What you say?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just, I love you." But I just took it as still trying to be real monotone with her and not try to like, you know, exploit so much feelings. But over time, we just kind of like just clicked and it just happened. I mean, it's really like my partner for real. Like, she, the next upcoming one, like she's gonna step, and that's what I wanted in my life, was someone that has that same mindset as me to go get. So other than that, there's no rebuttals at all. We're just gonna keep pushing and having fun and taking over the internet.
So what got you to initiate that first content creation? Why her of all people?
Cause I was already popping with some like dad jokes and stuff, and then I started popping off with pretty much collabing with more people. So I started trying to inquire more females into my content, because I have a big respect for females, but I don't want people to speak like single-handedly come to my page and just view women. You know what I'm saying? So I kept my respect in peace, but when I started making content, I wanted to make content with people who are actually creators, not people who's here to waste time. No disrespect to people that's out there that has pages that's trying to do things, but I mean, move out the way. Like, it's people here that's, you know, trying to get up there.
But do you recall how you discovered her? Was she on your Explore page? Was she in content with other creators you had previously collaborated with?
Yeah,
we have like 1,000 mutuals.
Like, the whole Atlanta is like pretty much, like, if you're a creator and you know who you are, like, they definitely would tell you, like, most of the time you'll probably meet somebody at a YouTube event or some type of event that's based on creators. And then from there, you're just pretty much gonna like network or level up from a different platform or a different person. And then pretty much like, yeah, I mean, I met her like, what, damn near 2-3 years ago.
So you met her in person first before you saw her on social media?
Yeah, yeah.
Fresh
I'm not gonna
Empire.
lie. Yeah, no, I definitely met her in person first. I don't think I've seen her on social media yet. I seen her on social media after I met her in person. And then that's when she had a good amount of following. That's just, I think I might have seen probably a video. No, I never seen your videos online. I never seen your videos yet.
It was same. I never seen your videos either.
Seen your videos online yet. Nah. I mean, I feel like I did though at the same time. I think it had to be the Walmarts, like the Walmart. Those go hard. And I probably have seen your page. Yeah, now that I think about it, I probably have. Yeah. But other than that, on the other end, she just over time just clicked. That's all I can pretty much say on that. It's just to click. But on the other end, I just wanted to keep it strictly professional, make content, call it a day. I don't be trying to be like how, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be on that. But yeah.
And had you been in any relationships with content creators previously to her?
Yeah, I have. But those all disclosed because they wasn't real relationships. Let's be real honest. My real relationship was when I was in high school. I was a pretty little grip ago.
Now, prior to her, were you one of those people that said, you know what? After this last experience with a content creator in those relationship vibes, I'm never going to do that again?
If I was to be real honest, yes. Because it takes a real man to realize your wrongs. And I was dealing with wrong temptations. I had to find me something that was the right temptation for me.
And she described an instant connection. You agree with that?
I can definitely agree with that, yeah. That's
I
not
feel like it wasn't on a romantic level. It was more so I never made content with a person like this before, and I just got to keep on going.
And that's what genuinely, yes. That's exactly, if I could put that into words, that's exactly what I would say for sure. That's like, I mean, like my twin. That's my twin, for sure.
Okay. Anything else on the subject of this relationship? And also, Kizzie, you have a variety of tattoos as well. Are any in reference to her by any chance?
Nah, not yet. That's all I can say.
And they can't see you off camera during this interview, but no ring on Kizzie's fingers at all.
So, long story short, if I was to be real honest, I cut hair. You know what I'm saying? I did leave my ring at the house. I do have a ring. It's real nice. I make sure to match with hers. So, it's there. I have it. And there's no joke on that. That's my wife. That's my baby. That's my little everything for sure. My best friend, my ride or die. She cool. And I love that about her. Can't let that go. Who would let something like that go? She's smart. She's pretty. She's very beautiful. She got what she got.
And no joke, you are legally married.
Legally, yeah. On the way. On the way.
Let's stop the cap.
It's cap, man. It's cap. But,
We always said that we're married, but we not married, but we're married to each other.
We don't play
in
about
our minds.
much. Like we don't. We definitely keep respect between each other. If I was to be real, my relationship, how I see it with her, and well, I want to say I say our relationship in general is something that is serious. Like it's either we working hard, we being productive, or we gonna sit here and probably go out and enjoy each other, or we thinking about what's the next future goal or task at hand. So this is something that you could definitely say a married couple would do versus little kid stuff.
But what about engagement? Was there a real proposal at all?
Yes, actually it was. I actually can't say that I feel like I'm engaged with her. I don't really see no other woman. I don't need see no other woman. I have on video, but it's not gonna be put out just yet though.
Okay, so that would be considered an engagement ring?
Indeed, yes.
Okay. Indeed. Are we still capping or are we not capping?
Oh no, only you could
not right now. If I was to be real honest with you, like I had to put it on video to let
But he did get down on one knee and everything. I swear, that's real.
That's actually real. Yes, I have told her like, look, for life, here. So yes, I could definitely say that it's in the making.
Okay, one final question here. I asked her how long she'd been married for. She said a year, and then how long has this relationship been, which was a year too, and then she kind of did a little laugh there. Oh. What's the actual length of this relationship, like romantically?
It's actually been, romantically, well over a year for sure.
I thought it was,
it has something, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you was to think about it like a couple of months before the new year, and then going into where we at now, it technically almost, damn.
It's been about a year. Yeah.
It's been about a year.
No cap.
No, there's no cap on that.
So when did you do the video footage of this proposal? Like, how deep into the relationship? Are we talking like 6 months, 9 months?
Okay. I think from when we started, from when we started to where we at now, I had gone ahead and gave it a ring. I want to say, give or take, at least probably now it's new. It's like a month ago, for real.
It was about a month?
It was about a month now, yeah. It's about a month ago now.
You sound terrible not remembering.
It sounds bad, like not remembering for real. But if I was to be real honest, this is brand new. That ring, brand new. Our ring, brand new. We new to putting on rings. So if you see it off on here and there, it's because we're probably, if not A, working, B, someone forgot. So other than that, I definitely could say about a month. It's been about a month.
Yeah.
It has actually, because I was in the hospital before I went there. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Can we see the ring on camera? Craziest rumor you heard about yourself?
Every time I do a collab with someone who probably do OnlyFans, people assume that we already did stuff together. Or a male collab in general. I don't sleep with none of my collabs.
Except
for the one that I'm in a relationship with.
Correct. And you mentioned previously in another portion of question, that's the only relationship you've ever had with another content creator.
Yes.
And just want to follow up on OnlyFans one more time. You mentioned previously, as I already said, that you don't have an OnlyFans. But have you ever had one?
I feel like I made an account, but I wasn't trying to post anything sexual.
So you have made posts on there. They just weren't sexual, or you started an account, you just never gotten further with it?
Yeah, I started an account. I just didn't post nothing on it.
And is the account still active, just with no posts, or has that been closed?
Yeah, it's still up. I just don't have nothing on it.
Now, when it comes to these rumors of people thinking, okay, maybe you're in a relationship or you've done something sexual with another content creator other than the relationship you're in, et cetera, et cetera. Have you publicly addressed any of this stuff before?
Yes, on lives.
And is that in relation to TikTok Live? Is that Facebook Live? Is that Instagram Live?
Instagram Live.
And you mentioned it in a previous portion of questions, but just for this portion specifically, care to share your screen name on IG once again?
Blessmysin.
And that's for those in the audience getting to know you for the very first time. Okay, so you've addressed this stuff publicly in the past. Is that your policy when it comes to rumors? You address them as they come?
No, sometimes I really don't care. But I just felt the need to really let that be known.
So what would you say, 50-50 on that? Sometimes when a rumor comes about, you could publicly address it, and sometimes you sweep it under the rug and let people talk.
Yes. I want to say majority of the time I really do not care, but I just felt the need to really let that rumor be known that I don't sleep with none of my collabs.